Every single day, millions of people take one bite of a Crumbl cookie and feel something they can't explain. That satisfying snap, that perfect texture, that rich buttery melt that hits different every single time. It feels handmade. It feels personal. It feels like someone actually cared. But here's what nobody tells you. That cookie was never made by hand. It was never baked in someone's kitchen. It was born inside a factory so precise, so automated, so unbelievably calculated, that even the crumble, that soft, fall-apart moment you love, is engineered on purpose. Every gram, every second in the oven, every degree of temperature controlled. This isn't baking, this is science at scale. And the process behind it, it's more fascinating than anything you've seen before. There are machines in this factory that move faster than the human eye can follow. There are ovens the length of a football field. And there are decisions made by algorithms that determine exactly how your cookie breaks apart the moment you bite into it. Once you see what actually happens, every step, every secret, every stage, before that cookie reaches your hand, you will never look at it the same way again. Welcome to Infusions and Elements. Subscribe now, hit the bell, and comment below which factory we should uncover next. Now let's get into it. Why Crumbl cookies are harder to mass produce than you think. Most people assume factory cookies are simple. Mix some dough, press it into a shape, bake it, done. But Crumbl cookies? They're a nightmare to manufacture at scale. The very thing that makes them delicious, that loose, soft, almost fragile texture, is also what makes them incredibly difficult to produce in the millions without falling apart. Literally. One wrong temperature, one extra second in the oven, one slightly off ratio of butter to flour, and you don't have a Crumbl cookie anymore. You have a pile of expensive dust. So how do factories crack the code? How do they take something that feels like it was baked in someone's kitchen on a Sunday afternoon and replicate it perfectly, thousands of times an hour, with zero margin for error? The answer starts long before the dough is even mixed. Stage 1, the ingredient science nobody talks about. It begins in a climate-controlled storage facility. Temperature, humidity, air pressure, everything monitored. Because Crumbl cookies are extraordinarily sensitive to ingredient conditions. Butter that's even slightly too warm changes the fat structure. Flour with too much moisture content creates a dough that's too tight. Sugar crystal size affects how the cookie browns and breaks apart. These aren't small details. They determine everything. Before a single gram of anything enters the production line, every raw ingredient goes through quality analysis. Samples are tested in an on-site lab. Fat content, protein levels, moisture percentages, all checked against precise specifications. If the butter doesn't meet the standard, it doesn't go in. Simple as that. The flour used in Crumbl cookie production is typically a soft wheat variety, lower in protein than bread flour, which means less gluten development. Less gluten means a more tender, crumbly bite. This is intentional. This is calculated. And here's something most people don't know. Factories often blend 2 or 3 different types of flour together to hit that exact texture target. Not one type, a blend, dialed in by food scientists who spent months running trial batches before a single cookie ever went to market. Stage 2, the mixing process that looks simple but isn't. Once ingredients are approved, they move into the mixing hall. And this is where the first big factory secret lives. Industrial mixers for Crumbl cookies are not the same as your stand mixer at home. These machines are the size of a small car. They can hold hundreds of kilograms of dough in a single batch. And they mix with a level of precision that would make most home bakers feel like amateurs. But here's the thing. They're not trying to mix everything thoroughly. With Crumbl cookies, the goal is to undermix on purpose. Overmixing develops gluten. And gluten means tough, chewy cookies. The factory wants the opposite. So the mixing time is kept deliberately short. The butter is kept cold. The dry and wet ingredients are combined just enough to hold together, but not a second longer. Operators watch the dough consistency through glass inspection panels. They're not looking for smooth and glossy. They're looking for rough, shaggy, almost falling apart. That's the moment they stop. The dough is then transferred through sealed chutes into temperature-controlled resting chambers. It needs time to hydrate, for the fat to coat the flour particles evenly, for the flavors to develop. This resting phase can last anywhere from 30 minutes to several hours depending on the recipe. You cannot rush it. The factories know this. Stage 3. Forming the cookie. where the machine gets terrifying. Now the dough enters the forming line, and this is where you start to realize just how different factory production is from anything you've imagined. The dough is fed into a machine called a rotary molder or a wire-cut depositor, depending on the cookie style being produced. For Crumbl-style cookies, wire-cut machines are especially common. Here's how it works. The dough is forced through a die, a shaped opening, and a thin wire slices through it at high speed. Every single cut produces one cookie, perfectly portioned, perfectly shaped. This machine can cut and deposit thousands of cookies per hour. Some high-capacity lines run at over 10,000 pieces per hour. That's nearly 3 cookies every single second, non-stop for hours. Think about that. 3 cookies per second. Each one identical in weight, diameter, and thickness. Not approximately identical, identical. Because even a few grams difference in cookie weight affects bake time. And uneven bake time means some cookies overbake while others stay raw. The machine doesn't allow for inconsistency. It doesn't have a bad day. As the cookies are cut, they fall directly onto a continuous steel mesh conveyor belt that runs straight into the oven. They never stop moving. Stage 4. The oven tunnel. A quarter mile of controlled heat. If the mixing room is the brain of this operation, the oven is the heart. Industrial tunnel ovens used in cookie production can stretch over 60 meters long. You walk in one end with raw dough. You walk out the other end with a baked cookie. The belt never stops. The heat never stops. But it's not just one temperature throughout. The tunnel is divided into zones. Each zone has its own temperature setting. Sometimes 10 or more separate zones in a single oven. Early zones provide gentle heat to spread the cookie slightly and allow surface moisture to escape. Middle zones deliver intense heat for color development, that golden brown edge that signals flavor. Final zones back off the heat to finish the center without burning the outside. The total bake time for a Crumbl cookie in one of these ovens is typically between 8 and 14 minutes. In that short window, everything happens. The butter melts and creates steam pockets inside the dough. The sugars caramelize, proteins set, and that signature crumble structure forms as the cookie dries just enough to hold its shape without hardening into something brittle. And the smell inside a factory during this phase? Workers who've been on the line for years still talk about it. If you've made it this far, you're the kind of person who loves knowing how things really work. So make sure you subscribe, because the best factory secrets are still coming. Stage 5. Cooling, the step everyone underestimates. Here's a stage that sounds boring, but is actually one of the most critical in the entire process. When cookies exit the oven, their internal temperature can be above 170 degrees Celsius in some zones. The structure is still soft. The texture is still forming. If you tried to pick up a cookie at this moment, it would collapse. So the conveyor carries them directly into a cooling tunnel. Controlled airflow, specific humidity levels, carefully calibrated cooling rates. Too fast and the cookie cracks from thermal shock. Too slow and moisture builds up inside the packaging later, causing premature softness or mold. The cooling tunnel can be almost as long as the oven itself. Cookies travel through it in a slow, deliberate arc, losing heat gradually until they reach room temperature and achieve their final texture. This is the moment the crumble truly forms. As the cookie cools, the fat solidifies in a specific crystalline structure. The interior sets around those steam pockets created during baking. The surface firms up. Everything you love about biting into a Crumbl cookie, that soft give, that immediate break, that buttery fall-apart quality, is locked in during these 15 to 20 minutes of cooling. Nature and engineering working together. Stage 6. Quality control. The eyes that never blink. Before any cookie moves toward packaging, it passes through a quality inspection system that would genuinely surprise you. Modern factories use a combination of human inspectors and machine vision cameras. High-speed cameras mounted above the conveyor line photograph every single cookie as it passes. Algorithms analyze diameter, color, surface texture, and shape in real time at full production speed. Any cookie that falls outside the accepted parameters gets rejected. A small burst of air shoots it off the line. It never reaches a bag. In some facilities, metal detection and X-ray systems are also integrated at this stage, not because metal is expected, but because the consequences of even one contaminated product reaching a consumer are catastrophic. The technology exists, factories use it. Human quality controllers walk the line too, physically picking up random samples, breaking them by hand, checking the interior crumb structure, sometimes tasting them. Yes, someone is paid to taste test cookies all day. The job exists. Stage 7 packaging, where speed becomes almost unbelievable. The final stage, and it moves fast. Cookies are fed from the cooling conveyor into automated packaging lines. Depending on the product, they're either stacked into trays, laid flat into flow wrap film, or dropped into rigid containers. Flow wrap machines seal individual or grouped cookies in airtight film at speeds that are genuinely hard to watch. A single packaging machine can seal over 300 packs per minute, each one labeled, sealed, and ready for retail. The sealed packs then move to secondary packaging, being placed into cardboard boxes or outer cartons by robotic arms that never tire, never misplace a pack, never fumble. And then into pallets, then into trucks, then into warehouses, then onto shelves, then into your hands. From raw ingredient to packaged product, in some facilities, in under 2 hours. What you just witnessed, that cookie you've been eating your whole life, the one that feels like someone made it just for you, was born inside a system so precise, so layered, so quietly extraordinary that most people will never stop to think about it. The crumble isn't an accident. It's not a happy mistake. Every texture, every snap, every buttery bite is the result of food science, industrial engineering, and thousands of hours of calibration that happened long before you ever opened the bag. From climate-controlled ingredient storage to wire-cut precision forming, from 60-meter tunnel ovens to machine vision inspection, this is what mass production really looks like when it's done at the highest level. And the remarkable thing? The cookie still tastes like someone made it at home. That's not a coincidence. That's the whole point. That's the hardest thing to engineer of all. If this gave you a whole new respect for something you used to take for granted, you're going to love what's coming next on this channel. Every week, we go inside the factories and processes that make the world run, and we show you what's really happening behind those closed doors. Subscribe to Infusions and Elements. Turn on notifications, because the next one is going to leave you just as stunned as this one did.